Hello everyone, this is Elizabeth, the Minister of Beauty, and I am here to share the Bible, and that is business, inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. And right now, I just want to talk about business and something that's been on my heart to share. You cannot despise small beginnings. And you may ask, what does that mean? It can mean several things on several different levels for many types of businesses. But for myself, who is an entrepreneur, and I've been an entrepreneur for many years now, I didn't start out with a successful path, and I did not start out profitable, and I didn't start out big. And what has helped me to sustain, and not only to sustain, but also to grow, is that my mindset may have a huge vision, but I did not allow my huge vision that I had in the beginning for being an entrepreneur to get me into some situations that would cause some headaches and frustrations in my life financially or physically or, spiritually or even, relationship wise. So, for instance, you may be someone who is a YouTuber. Like you might be seeing this video right now on YouTube. And I don't consider myself a YouTuber. I may have a YouTube channel and I may share my life or some thoughts that I have and everything on this platform. But I'm much bigger in my viewpoint than being a YouTuber or being someone who is on YouTube, because YouTube doesn't define me. YouTube doesn't make me who I am. And when I started in business, like I said, I did not start out successful and I did not start out big, but I've had the opportunity over the past year, I would say, to really get the chance to reflect on my business and how I started and where I am now. And when I look at where I am now, I am thankful, sometimes amazed at some of the things that I'm able to do in my business. But if I allowed my views in the beginning, having these grandiose visions of having this amazingly large beauty business, with tons of square footage in my building and things like that, then I never would have started renting a very small room in a hair salon many years ago. And I wasn't even a hairstylist. I started out as a licensed massage therapist as an entrepreneur. And so I say that to explain where I'm coming from. This place was not one of the most beautiful places. It wasn't in a bad area in terms of the environment, but it wasn't in my ideal location. And the building definitely was not my vision of what I had for being in business. But I did not allow the space and the opportunity that I had to stop me from making a start. And so if you're someone that's like on YouTube and you started a YouTube channel and you have these goals and these visions of being big and being well known and having 1 million subscribers, maybe, that's your goal. Maybe that's your vision. And right now you have 20 subscribers and 0 views on your videos. Don't despise the small beginnings. Do not allow that to frustrate you. Do not allow that to make you throw in the towel and quit because you're not on a level that you see someone else on right now. Because that person that you see right now that may have 1 million subscribers or 500,000 subscribers or close to that, Do you know where they began? Most of them began with zero. They began with nothing. They didn't start out with amazing videos and great content. They started where they started. And most people cannot skip those steps. And when I say most people, what I'm saying is there have been instances in the past, and there probably will be in the present and in the near future, where someone goes viral. I can't say that I ever have had that as a vision for myself. I never want to go viral. I think words mean a lot. Words have a huge impact. And for me, that word viral does not have a really good context to it for me. The connotation I see and what I hear when I hear the word viral is a disease, sickness, something that's not good that spreads rapidly. And I don't want to be that person. I don't want to go viral. I don't want to have a lot of eyes on me at one time in one space and frame of my life, and then all of a sudden you're nowhere to be found. Let's face it, that's what a lot of viral people have become. I mean, just to give you one example, because there have been so many, I can't remember all of them. Years ago, that guy that was being interviewed by a local news reporter, and they happened to share the video because, unfortunately, he probably doesn't see it this way, but this is what it was. They were making fun of him. They thought it was funny, and that's why they shared it, because he was talking about hide your kids, hide your wife. They're raping everybody out here. And I know I'm not saying it in the way that he said it, because I can't be him, and that's just not who I am. But he went viral off of something that people were making fun of him for. Those news reporters, they didn't think that he was clever. They didn't say, oh, how cute, let's share this with the world. I guarantee you, the cameraman and the news reporters and the people who worked in the news station locally to where he was, I guarantee you they were having a blast laughing at him and making fun of him. And it just happened to go viral. And then all of a sudden, people were sharing it with everyone. And I think he even performed a song on the BET Awards, maybe that same year after. I don't know. I don't even really watch the BET Awards, so I can't tell you. But I remember them talking about it. And where is he now? I mean, I hope he's doing okay. I don't know. And I'm not pointing him out to make fun of him either. I'm just giving an example of someone that has gone viral, and then all of a sudden it's like, what happened? Where is this person? So don't despise small beginnings. Start where you are, be consistent, have your visions and your goals, and know what you want to achieve, and also make sure you have the right motives for it. That is huge, and that's a whole other topic for a whole other video. But you cannot get frustrated where you are because you are not at a level that you think you should be at that moment, because a baby doesn't come out of the womb and then all of a sudden it's running a marathon. That baby has to gain strength. It has to continue to eat. It has to continue to get that milk in order to get stronger bones, and then eventually they start to move their bodies a little bit, and then they may start to sit up on their own, and then they start to move their legs and they're starting to crawl, and then one day they start trying to stand themselves up to get up on their feet, and they may be wobbly and they fall down, but eventually they start walking. You have to crawl before you walk. So don't despise the small beginnings. Don't get frustrated. Don't throw in the towel, and know that if you have the right motives and intentions on what you're doing, and you're doing things in a way that is not harming or hurting other people, you'll eventually get there. Some people get there faster than others. That's just life. But if I can encourage you in any way, you can just look at some of my business photos when I eventually got my first building. it was a wreck. And I don't even have all of the photos from when I first started my business because, to be honest, I was a little bit embarrassed about the building. The exterior was like a key lime green color, and the business that was in the building before me, they had these huge wooden lollipops stuck on the building. And I quickly got those tore down, and I had the outside of the building painted. My dad was a painter at the time. He was able to help me out with that. And then I got the inside of the building painted, but I still wasn't really happy with it. But I did the best that I could do with what I had at that time. And then over the years, as I made more money and as I was able to invest back into my business, I upgraded little by little. And little by little, things continue to change. The looks of things continue to evolve. And I can't even say that to you right now, I am exactly where I envision myself being, because life is a process and we're always growing, we're always changing. But I'm thankful for where I am now. And I look back on where I was, and it has been some amazing transformations, but I didn't despise the small beginnings. So I hope that encourages you who are watching this right now, that you have a process in business, and success doesn't just happen right away. But if you're consistent with it, and if you don't despise your beginnings and you're not ungrateful, then you will continue to see progress, and you will continue to see that the process is worth it. So thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. This has been Elizabeth, the Minister of Beauty, and I hope you have an amazingly blessed and beautiful day, and I will see you on the next video.